This is going to be very fun for me because I love this topic and I'm going to speak about it wholeheartedly, and I'm going to tell you all that you have been played up at least once in your life. Okay, we all agree to that. We have at least been played once in our lives, and we hate talking about that because it makes us guilty and uncomfortable. But it's all right. Everybody has been manipulated, everybody has fallen into traps. Have you ever experienced that you wanted to say no to a conversation and you have said yes, and then later you have thought, why did I say yes? It was not ethically correct in my eyes, but I said yes. I don't know why. Have you ever felt guilty of saying no, or have you ever felt confused after a conversation, like you were the bad person and it was your fault the whole time, and it was you who were making the wrong decisions all of the time? That is not a weakness, okay? That is manipulation. You are being manipulated. Today I'm going to show you how to stop falling for it, because I don't want you to fall into traps again. Manipulation is when somebody tries to control your decision in some way, and they don't consider your choices or your decisions or your options, okay? They don't force you, they just put you into situations where you have to say yes to their choices, because if you don't, then you're gonna be guilt tripping about it. Then you are gonna be feeling guilty about not choosing their options, not choosing their decisions and everything. They're just gonna make you feel bad if you don't say yes to their decisions or their choices, okay? All of these things can come from a friend, from a partner, from your family, from your boss, I would say. It can come from anywhere. And do you know what is the scariest part? Manipulators don't look dangerous, they look more caring, they look warmer. Most of us know what is guilt tripping, but still we're gonna talk about it because there are people who still fall for it. Guilt tripping makes you feel ungrateful about things. Guilt tripping makes you feel very selfish. It makes you feel like you are a very heartless person and you don't care about other people, you just care about yourself. People will make you feel all this, like you are the selfish person, you are so ungrateful to what I did for you. After everything that I've done for you, you still do this to me, like you owe something to them. So recently all of this happened to me. There's this guy who liked a friend of mine, and he he became my friend to talk to her. Of course, that's something that is understandable. I mean, of course, if you want to approach somebody, that's the easiest way possible to become friends with their friends, okay? Now he became a friend of mine, and then the girl that he liked, my friend, she said no. She said no several times, and she also told me that she doesn't like that guy, and she doesn't want to be in a relationship. And the guy just came to me and he said, Yana, you could have done better. You could have just make us date. Which I told him clearly that I won't do all of these things. I don't do these things. I don't set up people with each other. It's none of my business. If she loves you, she would come to you. If she doesn't love you, she won't come to you. Simple as that. And he just came to me and he was like, after all of those things that I've done for you, this is what you did to me. I was shocked. I was very, very shocked. I mean, first of all, you became a friend of mine for your own business. Then you come to me and throw apples at me like I have done everything bad for you. It was you who was not capable enough to get her love. It's not my fault. But all I'm telling you through this is he was trying to manipulate me into guilt tripping, okay? Out of compassion, you cannot just accept anything that has been said to you. That is something that you should take care of first thing, okay? Another manipulation tactic is showing urgency. Like, it's very urgent to do this right now. You have to decide now. You have to do this. You have to do that. That is urgency. Like, if you don't answer today, it's gonna be over between us. This is your last chance. This is your last chance. Like, why? Why do I have to do all of these things so urgent? Why are people doing this urgency wali things, like you have to do this right now, you have to do that? Because they know that you are smart enough, and if you slow down, stop the process, and if you think quietly, you're gonna say no at the end. Another manipulation tactic is gaslighting, and we all know what gaslighting means, but still we are not gonna agree that we have been gaslighted by a lot of people in our lives, because that would make us embarrassing. Gaslighting sounds like you are very sensitive. Oh my god, Yana, you're so sensitive about that topic. So what? I have feelings. I'm a human. I can be sensitive about it, and there's nothing wrong in it. One thing that I would say, trust yourself and don't trust everybody, especially some people that try to manipulate you. Manipulation works on kind people, empathetic people, and people who try to avoid conflicts. They don't want to hurt others, they just want peace, they don't want to fight, so they agree with a lot of things. Just because you're very lovable and you are very empathetic and you're very kind doesn't mean that people can manipulate you. You should just learn to say no, because if you don't, people are gonna use your kindness, your goodness against you. They're just gonna manipulate you into things that they want you to do, which is gonna be very bad for you. Okay, learn to say no to people. That is very, very, very important. How to stop being manipulated? How to protect yourself? Tool 1: you should not answer people immediately. You should not be available to everybody immediately. You should not be too available to people. Okay, say, I'll get back to you. Okay, you want me to do that? I'll get back to you. Okay. If they get angry about your space, about the time you're asking or the space you're having, that's your sign. Tool 2: stop over explaining things. Oh my god, I never did that. Oh my god, I cannot come to the party because I'm very tired and I am sleeping and my head hurts and my stomach hurts. Stop. And just say, that doesn't work for me. I won't work. No excuses, no drama, that's just clarity. If you say no to something, a healthy person will say, oh, I'm okay with that. It's your choice, it's your boundary. Okay with a manipulator friend will say, oh my god, you have changed. Care about it anymore. Wow, I didn't expect this from you. They become harsh after knowing that you have a boundary. Let me say this very clearly. If you have been manipulated before, that doesn't mean you're weak or you're stupid. It just means that you have heart and you had the courage to show your emotions. But now you just need boundaries and you need to learn how to say no to people, okay? Because kindness without boundaries, it leads to self betrayal, and somehow you're just gonna feel bad of not having boundaries. Slowly, all of these people are gonna become parasites in your life, and you will be regretting all of this later on. So it's just better to have boundaries right now, okay? The moment you feel very pressured or guilty or rushed, that is the time when you have to just pause and think for a moment. Think what is going to change for you, why is it happening, what are your feelings, and where you should say no and where you should stay or leave when it's the right time, okay? You don't need to argue with anybody, you don't need to explain anybody anything. If you want to leave a group, you can just leave it, because you're not meant to fit in somewhere that doesn't align with your ethics, okay? And if you think that this video helped you in some way, share this with people who have to say no, who need to learn to say no, and who are very kind to everybody and who don't have boundaries, because they need to have boundaries right now, okay? People use people. People can use you for being kind, okay? That's one last message, and I love you always. Bye bye.